So now we're going to start looking at session 4.2 in our text, beginning on page 194. The title is called Creating a Line Chart. I'm going to see how long I can get through this in this little 15-minute segment. But we're going to make another chart here. We've done a pie chart, we've done a column chart, and now we're going to insert a line chart up here in this area based on data from one of our spreadsheets. So we're going to go to step one. We've got our new Century Fund workbook open. We're going to go to the fund history. That's this tab here, and this is a lot of data here. This is a lot of information. We're going to select the range A4 to D44. So it's going to be everything in here, A4 to D44. Okay, so we selected that range. It is the average value of large growth funds and the value of the S&P 500 for each quarter of 2004 through 2013. We're going to insert the tab on the ribbon button. Insert tab on the ribbon button. Go to a line chart. Look what our options are, and it says click the line chart, the first chart in the 2D line section right here. We're going to click on that. There's our line chart. Looks pretty much like the one that's in the text. Again, we're going to move it to the summary report worksheet. Move chart. And for those of you who have caught this, you're going to see this tab up here. It says new sheet. That's going to be very important for the last chart that you do in this tutorial. Okay, there's a difference between a chart sheet and just a chart that's embedded into a sheet. We're going to embed this chart into a sheet, and that sheet's going to be the summary report. If I make a new sheet, I can make what they call a chart sheet, and it's not an Excel spreadsheet where I can do things around it. I can also do some more manipulating of data around it. This is just a chart sheet, and you can't do anything else with it. So be mindful of that when you get to that last section. But we're going to embed this into, oops, I have to go back here. We're going to embed this into the summary report. And there we go. It's down here in the bottom part of it, and I'm going to move it up to someplace probably around D1 to D9 or D1 to I9. So let's grab it. We'll bring it up here, D1 to I9. I'm going to rescale it to I9, and there's our chart right there. So again, it looks a little busy. Got a bunch of zeros here we don't need, and it's got some dates here that's got extra values in here. We don't want that. So it kind of makes our chart smaller than we want it to be. So let's go ahead and manipulate some of these axes and this data labels. Okay, we're going to edit the fund history line chart. That's what this is now, the fund history line chart. In the labels group, click the chart title. We're going to click the chart tool layout. In the labels group, we're going to click the chart title button. And again, my options, the three most common ones are none, center overlay, or above chart. We're going to click above chart. We put a chart title. Notice how it scrunches down our graph itself, but we need to have a title. So let's go ahead and make a title. We're going to type in fund history. Fund history. I'll bet we're going to change the font size to 10. Go back to the home tab. Go to 10. That looks good. We're going to click the value access, which is this one here. We're going to change that to 8. That makes it nice. We're going to the category axis, we're going to change that to 8 also. And then our chart legend, we're going to change that to 8. So we made everything smaller, and by making everything smaller, it's made our chart or our graph larger, which is nice. But we can still do some more cleanup here. You can see we've got a lot of numbers here we probably don't need. We're going to modify the value axis scale. We're at the middle of page 195 now. We're going to double click the value axis, double click. And there's my dialog box. Remember last time what I did was I clicked on here, then I went to layout, and I went to axis, and I picked my more, and there's my dialog box. Here all I have to do, it says, is double click on there and my dialog box pops up. Okay, just a shortcut. Wanted to show you how to do it the long way, the first way. Now you know the convenience and the reason for doing it the shorter way here. To the maximum, next to the maximum, we're going to click fixed, and we're going to put in there 20,000. Right now there's 18,000. We're going to put in 20,000. It's going to change the value here. Okay, it's going to add one more line essentially. Watch what it does. Well, I can't do it. I'm going to do something else here next. To the major unit, we're going to fix. We're going to change that from 20,000 to 5,000. What that means is this goes up by increments of 2,000 here. We're going to have it go from 0 to 20,000 in increments of 5,000. And we're going to close. So now instead of having all those lines jumbled up in there, now I just got 5 numbers. Okay, I'll bet we're going to manipulate those numbers here in a second, but let's move on step by step. Okay, now we're going to do the category axis. We're going to double click in this area there. There's a dialog box. In the major unit, we're going to click fixed. We're going to type in 2 here. Okay, this says 12 months. Okay, we're going to change this to 2 years. It's going to give us more spacing in here. Nothing's going to change here, but it's going to just give us more room here. I'm not going to make it look so busy. So we're going to go 2 years right there. There we go. Okay. In the fixed, under the minor, it says 1, and we're going to go years here instead of months. And didn't say close yet. We're still going to do some more things here. Now we're going to go to the number. Okay, remember, look like our date. Our date is the month, day, year for each 2-year increments. So this is the 1st of January 2004, 1st of January 2006, and so on and so forth. Again, a lot of stuff going on there. We're going to change those and make it look a little bit differently. Okay, we click the number, type YYY in the format box code right here. Notice how we've got month, day, year, just like it shows up there. It wants me to type YYY. I could probably just leave those YYYs in there, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way, like it says to do. We're going to click the add button, and look what it did. Now we've just got our years there. We just have a 4-digit year there. We close, and now we've changed it. All of a sudden it's already looking better. Already looking better. Okay, so that was the bottom of page 197. Let's see if we can get through a couple more of these before we get cut off. How about the bottom of page 198? We're going to display the units for the value axis. We're going to do some stuff here. We're going to take those zeros away, I'll bet. Okay, double click the value axis button, and there we go. I don't think I did it right. There we go. There's our format axis. We've got the value axis now. We're going to display unit arrow. Let's see, display unit arrow is right here. And we want to put in thousands. Now this already shows right here 20,000, 15,000, 10,000. Okay, and it has none for the display unit. We're going to display it down to 20,000. Okay, so I'm going to click there, and notice how the 3 zeros at the end of that number went away. And it says it's in thousands to the left of it. Kind of nice to know. People want to know, is that millions or whatever? Well, it's 20,000. Okay. We're going to click the Show Display Unit label on chart. We're going to click this, which already is. We're going to remove this now. We're going to click it to remove it. So now that thousands goes away. Well, now we have to figure out, what does it mean? Does that, again, is that 20 million, 20 billion? Well, we can make, instead of having the 3 zeros there, we can put what the universal abbreviation for thousands is, and that's a K. So if we go to page 199, we still have a dialog box opened up. We're going to go to number. We're going to click in the format code box after the number format right here. We're going to erase what's in here and type in K in parentheses. It's kind of important thing. It's the first time we've seen this. Step 2 says click in the format code box after the number format and then type quotation mark K quotation mark. You need to put those quotation marks in there. They're bold, therefore you have to type them in. Okay, so we want to go back and do that. Hang on a second. We want to do that the way it said to do. I shouldn't have erased those other ones. So I'm going to put them back in there. I can type them back in. We're going to go $, comma, $, $0, and then my K, just like that. Okay. We're going to click our add button, and now it shows 20K. Again, we know that that's 20,000. Okay, so that closes out that particular box, and we go and close, and now our value access is how we want to be formatted. I'm going to stop here. We'll come back and we'll start at the bottom of page 199 when we get back.